Hi, I'm Jeff Price and I'm one of the entertainment crew for the Dubai Rugby Sevens, and I'm standing next to the man who makes it all happen, Dave Crane.
Thank you, Jeff.
Great to see you, welcome back again. So Dave, what's this, 10 years?
10 years, I think it is. You know, the age starts to go and so does the memory, and it's the 10th event over 9 years since I've been working on it, and in the time I've been here I've just seen it progress from a bit of fun that everyone talks about and you have to go along to being an event that's strong enough on a world scale to be used as a template for getting people to check whether Rugby Sevens is good enough for an Olympic sport, and it turned out to be exactly that. As a result of that, we ended up getting Rugby Sevens to the Olympics, and it's also grown. There's going to be more on the circuit around the world. I certainly know that in America, Las Vegas is joining the circuit, which is very exciting.
And how does that make you feel, knowing that you're partly responsible for getting that sport in the sport, and particularly what happened in Dubai in March of 2009 to now being an Olympic sport? How does that make you feel?
I think it's one of those things, Jeff, that it's like we spend our time going out there and doing the gig, but we've got very used to not having egos and just doing the job that we do. That's why everyone sort of like warms to us and brings us back again. We have our own little bit where we sit together at the end and we actually have a cup of tea. This is age kicking in. We'll have a cup of tea at the end of the event and say, "Nice job, fellas," and that is it. I think the World Cup was something special because we know that we'll probably never see anything of that scale at all. In a stadium over the 3 days, we had something like 100, 120,000 people coming along, and worldwide 780 million people tuned in to watch rugby. That never happens. You don't get a World Cup twice in the same town, and so for us it was an amazing success to get that.
And with that in mind, Dave, and with what the world has been experiencing in the last year, how do you feel about going into this Rugby Sevens in December 2009?
Honest truth, I think that the financial crisis has really made everybody drop to a low that we've not seen before. Dubai as much as anything, because in many ways the world's turning around and saying, Dubai, you were doing really well, but not now. We're going to see you're like everybody else. I think it's coming down to the Sevens this year to prove a point, which is Dubai is the same as it's always been. There's a level of hope and a level of belief that you get when you get off a plane and become an expat in Dubai, and that's why you're going to see the numbers being as big as it's always been. You see the atmosphere being as good as it's always been, if not even better.
With the world media now, we've seen the likes of CNN, BBC World, Al Jazeera, you name it, Fox News, they've all been here last week talking about Dubai for all the wrong reasons and its finances. With that in mind, do you think that this weekend we are under greater pressure to prove a point that we can pass?
I think we are. I think it's one of those things that the whole world's going to be watching to see if things mess up in Dubai, because in many ways they want it to be like that. They want it to be that the success that we've discovered over the last couple of years has to come to an end. But we've been rewriting rules here for many, many years. One of the reasons that I've been here 15 years now, is because I've found levels of success and hope and belief that I never got in the UK. And I think the Rugby Sevens is going to be one of those flagship events that turns around to the world and says, we're still here, we're still doing what we want, and we're still there if you want to join us and enjoy the entertainment. I think that's going to come across big time over the next.
Alright, David, last question before we get stuck into the action. Of all the years and of us working together, what do you think is your proudest moment? What are you most proud of your achievements with the Sevens?
I get this feeling about job done that just works for me all year round. When we arrive at the beginning of the event, there's myself, there's you, there's Kev, there's cheerleaders, my wife Aziza, there's Nick Chapman, there's all the guys from FB7 and all the referees. We all get together and there's like a knowing smile that we're all in it together. There's no egos, there's no kicking off, because it just doesn't work like that. It's as smooth as it gets, which might be the difference between the sports. Rugby is always a gentleman's type of sport. But when it finishes at the end, we can just sit back with a soft drink, believe it or not, because we're driving, or a cup of tea, and we watch the chaos that's ensued all coming to a head. You've got your winners, you've got the rest of the guys just wandering around singing to any song that the DJ throws on, and we've done our job. And we get in the car and drive home knowing that I don't believe there's anyone or anywhere that could do it better than we've had over that moment in time. And I think that's exactly why people come back year after year.
You've just reminded me of one more point. We've been voted #1 now for entertainment value on the world circuit of Rugby Sevens.
That's kind of good. That's very good. It just goes to prove a point, which is everything that we've been working on works exactly as we said.
It's Woody.
Yeah, thank you very much. The only thing I need to do is get some security to stop people like that coming up here.
Into my eyes. That's sweet.
Is that grey or blonde? I'm not quite sure. To me, it looks like it's going to be a blue rinse next year, but to be honest with you, it's that buzz knowing that we've done it for many years, and that's why the IRB chose to come here for the World Cup Sevens. And that comes down to a whole lot of organisations. We can't take the blame or the thanks for it, but we've got a little bit that we contribute to it year after year, and that's why they keep bringing us back.
Dave Crane, thank you very much. Let's play rugby.